Now, after 5 years of construction, continuing its track to Lhasa has made this station more of a pass-by site. With many of the main environmental treatment centers homed here, this station is used as a maintenance destination and to reload supplies. The train only stops for about 10 minutes before it continues its journey to the mountain tops. Here, we caught a train coming through from Beijing to Lhasa. For us tourists, it's very convenient to ride the top of the world. We catch a train, we look out the window, we end up in Lhasa. Ni hao. As I board the train to the roof of the world at the Gurmu train station, I'm excited to see the once secret sights of these mountains. We will safely be reaching unthinkable altitudes and witnessing the mystery of this untouched land from the peaks. The train will take us through famous spots, such as the Kukha Shali, where we hope to find herds of Tibetan antelope, past the Tuotuoha River, and up over the Kunlun mountain pass, standing at an amazing altitude of over 5,000 meters. There are majestic snowy mountains, beautiful sacred lakes, the mystical source of the 3 big rivers, and the bluest heavenly skies above. From the comfort of our cozy compartments, we will witness the beauty of these desolate Himalayan mountains. As I walk through the train, I see the passengers are relaxed and enjoying themselves, despite the high altitudes. The train offers all the comforts needed for a long ride through the mountains. The passenger trains are equipped to make the journey as comfortable as possible, offering 3 different classes of varying comforts. The speed of the train can reach up to 100 kilometers per hour on frozen terrain tracks. On non-frozen terrain, it'll reach about 120 kilometers per hour. This makes the speed of the train quite efficient, considering the difficult terrain. We've just passed the Tuotuoha Bridge, located at the mouth of the Yangtze River. The Yangtze River is the longest river in China and is one of the main water sources for southern China. The highest altitude we reach here is 4,696 meters above sea level, where we find amazing snow-capped mountains and the bluest skies.
第一次进藏，
是不是比较兴奋？现在看到
对啊，看到藏羚羊比较兴奋。
那你
拍到了？刚好拍到了。
it's very nice. And also the animals like yak, like antelopes, like and the snow under the mountain. It's very nice. It's very nice mountain.
青藏铁路对我来讲是一个很新鲜的铁路，这个工程浩大，不简单。
It's very comfortable. I guess I was surprised because we were expecting some problem maybe because of the altitude. But I must say the train is constructed and organized so that the tourists, at least our type of tourists, feel comfortable. So it's really very nice, and you could sleep quite well. So
it's a wonderful project. It's something which is, for me, it's a very important challenge to have built such a railway stations at this altitude for workers, for everything, the logistic, the material. It's impressive.
After 14 hours of riding the train from Gurmu to here Lhasa, I'm finally happy to arrive at the train station. What a spectacular journey that was. We saw snow-capped mountains, we saw rain, we saw sunshine, blue sky. It was wonderful, but I'm happy to be in Lhasa. I'm happy to see the Patella Palace, and I'm happy to go find my hotel. See you there. Passengers coming off this train each have their own purpose for the visit. With an incredible increase in tourism, we find not only more curious foreign faces, but also many more monks and lamas from other parts of China, Nepal, and India. The railway has made it more accessible for them to reach the Holy Land.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I think it's very multicultural. Like, I didn't expect to see so many different races here. Like, there was a whole section I went walking today. There was a whole section of Muslims, which I really didn't expect to find here in Lhasa. And there's lots of Nepalese and Indians.
I feel interested because Lhasa is quite amazing because all the monastery and also a lot of different peoples from different countries.
I have to say it's pretty nice. I didn't saw only Lhasa up to now, so let's see. But it is famous in the world, so I think we will see quite a lot nice things here.
青藏铁路开通以后，不用说，整个拉萨、整个西藏都有了很大的变化。当然，大昭寺也是在这个里面有了很大的变化。比如说，从那个游客的人次来讲的话，比往年，也就是青藏铁路开通之前多了，可以说翻了几倍的那种样子。现在我们这边的话，平均人次应该都在2700-800人次。往年青藏铁路开通之前，平均都在1000或者700-800这种样子。为什么呢？因为我们已经尝到了这个，就是说它的优越的一种性质，所以我们也希望这种优越的这种，就是说性质能带到我们藏区的各个角落、各个地方，能给就是说这个青藏铁路这个铁路呢，能给我们全西藏的人民带来一个幸福。
Next, we head to Linzhi in the southeast of Tibet, where the altitude is 3,000 meters, much lower. At this milder climate, we find very unique greenery. The land here is nurtured by the Niyang River, a branch of the Yaluzangpu. The scenery is beyond the imagination of anyone who's not seen it. Forests, rich vegetation, and small villages nestled among the snow-capped mountains. This is the rich southern Tibet. A holy lake, Ba Song Cuo, is also found here, whose waters give a reflection as good as any mirrors. Legend has it that two young lovers who are unable to be together in life dived into the lake, and in doing so, made it even more beautiful. The area is also famous for its picturesque communities. I decided to visit Walnut Village, so named because of the walnut trees that surround it. It's just the place to get a glimpse of what Tibetan life is really like.
I guess we've seen many types of prayer wheels. Those that are spun by the hand, those that are spun by the wind, and now we see one that is spun by water power. Wow. Each time it spins, it's like reading the scriptures.
Spinning the prayer wheel is believed to spread spiritual blessing and well-being. But there are many different ways of doing so. Water is also used to power the local barley mill to make the staple food here, zamba. After the barley is ground into very fine flour, it's mixed with a little tea and then rolled up into small lumps and eaten with the fingers. This crop is as important to them as rice and bread to us. The high mountains combined with deep valleys and cold temperatures makes transportation inside Tibet particularly difficult. On the plateau, people ride on sure-footed yaks. On the waters, they ride in boats made of animal hide. Anyway, in Tibet, there's what you might call a strong yak culture.
上船了，师傅。So here comes my taxi. 就站着吗？ And look, a special seat for me too. 走吧。Whoa. 中间。You see, this traditional means of transportation along the water is what Tibetans mostly use to cross streams like this one and even the grand rivers. It's hard to believe that something made of wood and just cow's hide, 100% natural, can hold something like myself down the water. And you can't really buckle up here, so you gotta hold on tight and live life like a real Tibetan. Variety of its landscape and diversity of its peoples. Welcome to Travelog's Ethnic Minority Special. If you think about the minority of China, perhaps the most mysterious of all are the Tibetans. And that's why today we are in Tibet. And this place right now is actually the birthplace of Tibetan culture. These mountains, this plateau, everything around me is where it all happened originally. So get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Welcome to Travelog, I'm Yin.
For most people, a journey to the Tibet Autonomous Region is a fantasy, something beyond their reach. For others, it's a lifelong dream that may just come true. And yet for others, it's a mission that defines their very existence. We'll be drifting downstream on the Yalong River from the birthplace of Tibetan civilization, Shannan, as far as Linzhi, and onwards to the heart of Tibet, the capital Lhasa. On our journey, we're accompanied by tourists and Buddhists. Tibet, with its average altitude of 4,000 meters, is called the roof of the world. Everyone who travels here has their own unique reasons for doing so, from exploring the unknown to attaining enlightenment. Religion is the foundation of Tibetan culture. Buddhism first came to the region during the reign of Songtsen Gampo in the 7th century. In the Tubo Kingdom, he laid the foundation for Buddhism by importing scriptures and building monasteries. His other great achievement